YouTube, what's going on? If you're new here, my name is Roger. I own a company called QVO Tactical where we make holsters and gear and also film content for this channel. In today's video, we have a lot going on, guys. I went back and forth about how to film this video, and I figured since every piece of gear works with one another, let's just review it all. So with that being said, we will be taking a look at the Modlite OKW handheld flashlight, the Unity Tactical clutch belt, our very own QVO clutch kit holster system, and lastly, the Chameleon targets from T.Rex arms. Let's first start with the Modlite OKW handheld flashlight. Now, I don't want to bore you guys by reading a bunch of specs off their website, so I'll leave that to you. But I do want to go over a couple of key things, that being the lumen output and the candela output. So if you follow the tactical scene on Instagram, then you've seen Modlite everywhere. It wasn't until my buddy Derek, he came over to the house and showed me his Modlite handheld flashlight. Then I started taking interest in their products. Everybody I was talking to continually talked about how the throw of the light and how you just had to have one. It was so amazing. However, nobody could really break down the science or the reasoning behind why the light was so good and how it would perform as a carry light. So I figured the best way to figure this stuff out would be to purchase one myself, do the research and train with it. And that's exactly what I did. I purchased the 18650 OKW handheld in a complete package with a charger, 2 batteries, and the Theorem Switchback 2.0 in gray. Now, real quick, if you're not familiar with the Theorem Switchback, I definitely recommend checking them out. The advantages that this device brings to the handheld game is something for an entire video on its own, but real quick, I'll demonstrate some of those benefits. The Theorem Switchback allows for the user to manipulate their handheld light easily with one hand while manipulating their firearm with the other. In addition to that, because of the ring style design, it allows you to get a very solid two-handed grip while still using your handheld flashlight and your handgun at the same time. One of the best things I've heard in a handheld flashlight class was from my friend Brittany May. She said, would you rather have a solid one-handed grip or a shitty two-handed grip as it pertains to training with a handheld flashlight? Well, with the Theorem Switchback 2.0, you can have a solid two-handed grip while using your handheld flashlight. Okay, so moving on. You guys have all seen my buddy Wes Doss in some of our videos. A couple years back, I attended his handheld light instructor course in Arizona to become certified for teaching handheld light techniques to law enforcement. With that being said, I have gone through several different handheld lights, and after using the new OKW handheld flashlight from Modlite, I think it's safe to say I have found the light that will be dedicated as a carry light for me.
Sweet!
Okay, now back to that stuff about the lumen and candela output. You see, the OKW has a lumen output of 680 and a candela output of 69,000. Yes, that number is correct, 69,000.
Say what?
So what does this mean, you might ask? Okay, so the 680 lumen output might not sound that impressive, and I get that with all the other lights on the market having 1,000 lumens or more. However, what I have come to learn is that it's not just about the lumen output. So let's talk about that other number, that 69,000 candela. That is the throw that everybody keeps talking about. Let me illustrate with a video segment. As you see the light panning from left to right, you'll notice that hot spot in the center. That is the 69,000 candela. Now, if you look at that spill, which is how much the light spreads out and floods out, that is the 680 lumen output. Now, when you put those two together, you get a handheld flashlight that gives you a strong, solid beam, which really helps with positive identification or PID. And then on top of that, you have an awesome flood, which allows you to see more in your peripheral, preventing tunnel vision. Another impressive feature about the OKW handheld light is its ability to break the photonic barrier. I know some of you might be asking, what the heck is a photonic barrier? So let me break it down real quick. Simply put, the photonic barrier is the blocking effect that ambient light has on a light source. For example, when I was a police officer, I remember working day shift patrol and having to look inside a house through an open door while responding to a call from outside with a flashlight. The problem with that is if you're not equipped with the right light, then the sunlight is going to prevent your flashlight from being able to illuminate the inside of the house. I'll demonstrate this with a video here. I have Bob set up inside my house in a dark corner. From outside, I shine the first flashlight, which is a popular commercial 1,000 lumen output flashlight, and you'll notice that you can barely see the beam or Bob. However, when I use the Modlite OKW, you can clearly see the beam, Bob, and the things surrounding him. That right there is a situation that many of us could face coming home to an open door, and another reason why you might want to take a look at this light. A couple of other things to note are that this light specifically uses rechargeable batteries. It will ship with two 18650 batteries and a charger. Some of you out there might not like this, and I understand that. However, the current technology that exists within lithium batteries just is not there to give you this type of output in a flashlight. I just purchased 2 extra batteries, that way whenever I'm using the light, I have 1 battery inside the flashlight and then a spare with me. Then on top of that, at home, I have 2 more batteries that are on the charger. That way my flashlight is never without a charged battery. Okay, so now you might be asking, how does this tie in with the Unity Tactical clutch belt? Well, I'm glad you asked, so let's get into that. The clutch belt system from Unity Tactical is essentially a low-profile battle belt made from 2-way stretch material that is designed to be extremely modular. It comes in 3 different sizes, which all have adjustments from the Velcro secure point in the front, as well as a pull-type bungee in the back. A friend of mine came to me with their clutch belt and asked for me to create a holster system that would work in conjunction with it because they weren't happy with the current products on the market. That is where our QVO clutch kit comes into play. Our clutch kit is a holster system that is specifically designed to integrate and work into the Unity Tactical clutch belt. The clutch kit currently comes in a configuration that allows for the customer to choose a holster for their handgun with or without a weapon light, 2 pistol magazines, and 2 rifle magazines. Included with the kit are several Velcro strips that are attached to the holster system and then placed in the pockets of the user's choosing along the clutch belt. As you can see from this footage, Gabe was able to carry 2 rifle magazines, 2 pistol magazines, the OKW handheld flashlight from Modlite, a full-size ZEV OZ9 with a Surefire X300 weapon light, and an individual first aid kit. Gabe's a fairly thin guy, and he was still able to conceal all of this underneath a lightweight jacket from Verdix. These are the types of products that I wish existed during my time in law enforcement. Having a system like this while walking the Las Vegas Strip in a plainclothes capacity would have made me much better prepared for anything I may have encountered. So as always guys, I like to run everything through the paces. I brought Gabe and Guy out to our shooting spot during the night to run them through a little bit of training using the handheld OKW. This is where the Chameleon targets from T.Rex arms come into the picture. I wanted the guys to run some drills where you really had to make your handheld flashlight work for you. The Chameleon targets provided by T.Rex arms provide both non-shoot and shoot targets. The best part about it is that their targets are all different and you'll never see the same target twice. This really makes you have to positively identify the threat target before engaging. I had Gabe and Guy run the drill several times. However, every single time we would reset, we'd move the targets around so they were not in the same orientation. We used 3 non-shoot targets and 1 threat target. The shooter would be facing uprange and then on the buzzer would turn and draw the OKW handheld flashlight and then begin to scan until they identified the threat. Once a threat was identified, they would draw their firearm while moving offline and disengaging the flashlight. Once offline, they would engage the threat with both their flashlight and firearm, blinding them with that 69,000 candela and firing off 2 rounds. We ran this drill several times and it was very eye-opening for both Guy and Gabe as they're new to using handheld lights and threat analysis. And just in case you guys were wondering, the entire video is being recorded with my night vision camera. This is what Guy sees. It's pitch black. Guy, shine the light on the targets for me. So we're using the infrared camera, that way you can see everything that's going on, but go ahead and kill it. That's what he sees when he turns around and has to use the handheld to engage. I also wanted them to get a feel for what it's like to fight light with light. If you've ever been to a low light course, I'm sure you've heard this phrase, and what I mean by it is that I wanted them to see what it was like to have a light being flashed at them and how to combat that. I did this by bringing out a high output ring light connected to a remote controller. On the buzzer, they would turn and draw their handheld flashlight, and at the same time I would engage the ring light, which would essentially blind them temporarily. This required that they move off the X quickly and fight back with their white light in an attempt to identify the threat target. Once this was achieved, they would draw their firearm while moving offline with their flashlight off. They would then engage the target with both their flashlight and firearm, shooting 2 rounds. If you've never trained anything like this before, it is very easy to get flustered. We laugh about this clip I'm about to show you, however, it's also a great learning opportunity.
No. You dead! You
Bah, 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 bah! Dead.
you
dead,
watch the video,
dead.
grab the magazine.
Grab the magazine.
Throw it at him.
Dude, is that not gnarly or what? Were you expecting to do that? I still don't know which one's the shooter. Turn around.
As you just saw, the light was so blinding that guy became so focused on trying to get around the light and see the targets that he drew a magazine thinking it was a flashlight and even began to press the base pad of the magazine as if it was a tail cap switch on a flashlight to engage the light. Stuff like this is great to see and learn from. In Guy's defense, he typically carries his handheld flashlight near his magazines, and his muscle memory, for lack of better words, worked against him in this case. This definitely showed you that having a powerful handheld light is very advantageous. Being able to take that 69,000 candela and shine it into somebody's face is going to cause them to physically react, which increases their lag time, giving you the time needed to draw your firearm and react to the situation. This is a new drill for us, and all the footage shows me that this drill is definitely worth implementing into our training. So guys, like I said in the beginning of this video, we had a lot to go over. The last thing I want to show you is something that we are working on. This is our Modlite Handheld flashlight carrier. It will be designed to work with the Unity Tactical clutch belt or on a regular belt. It's got adjustable retention and a flat backing, making it more minimal. We should have this out in the next month or so, so definitely keep your eyes out if you're interested in that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something out of it. This was a lot of fun for us to film. I want to give a shout out to Drew over at T.Rex Arms for sending us the Chameleon targets. They are definitely a game changer, and I recommend picking some up and including them in your training regiment. Real quick, because I know if I don't go over this, I will get questions down below in the comments. The gun we were running in this video is the full-size Zev OZ9 equipped with a Surefire X300 Ultra and the Trijicon SRO. For those wondering, yes, I do like the Trijicon SRO. The large field of view is really nice. We were wearing integrity-based jackets from Verdix in both black and multicam. The target stands we were using is a mix of SITAC steel targets and TA targets. Both are very modular, very portable. I do enjoy using both of them. It's super convenient. The ammo we were using was the 124 grain reloaded ammunition from Ventura Munitions, and all holsters in this video were made by yours truly here at QVO Tactical. They are our own holsters. So that's all I got for you guys. I really appreciate you checking out the video. If you like what you saw, please give us a thumbs up down below, as that does help us out. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, as we post new videos every week. If you want to support our content, please check out the Patreon link down below. Members of our Patreon squad get first access to content, special discounts, contests, and giveaways. They are a big reason why we can continue to create the content for everyone, and we appreciate their support. Thanks again, guys, and as always, I will see you in the next video.
Oh, fuck yeah. So am I just gonna...
Time.
Time of 4.55.
Let's check the hits.
One in the center, and the other one's over here on this.
Good job, guys. Time again?
4.55.
Time.
4.46. 4.46. There's one here, one there. Cool. 4.46. Good hits.
Time.
5.95.
Check the hits.
One right there and right
one under the ear.
where, under the ear and right there.
Nice, good hits. Time again?
5.95.
5.95. Good job, Gabe. Let's get a time here. Need a little light, Gabe. Read off the time.
That is a 5.23.
Take this. 5.23. Let's go check the hits. Bring that light down, please. All further over. Go to a lighter setting. Way too bright for this camera.
Guy, what happened, bro?
I'm going to jail.
Time?
Time of 4.80.
480. Let's go check the hits. How'd we do? Got
Looks
an
like
arm shot.
one in the
Bring that
arm.
light down. Where's the other one?
I'm not tracking.
Arm shot and a mic.
Arm shot in the mic.
What happened, guy? No catchphrase?
No comment.
There you go, that's what you say. Time.
5.97.
597 again. Let's check the hits. What do we got?
So we have
Gotta move that light down.
one center mass
One bottom.
and where's
Bottom
it?
of the mag.
Bottom. Oh yeah, one bottom of the mag and one directly center mass.